Good morning, babe. How you doing? Good morning, friends. Good morning. Hi, Denise. Hi, Rosa. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Kate. Good morning, Farrell. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you're amazing this morning. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Janelle's amazing. Hey, Susan. Good morning, Heath. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. I'm doing incense this morning, so I'm just gonna smudge you with the incense. It's Jamaican vanilla. So good morning. I don't know if we have YouTube working, but I'm trying. All right, there you go, TikTok. Clear it out. Hey, Christine. Good morning, Rose. Hi, Nancy. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Shelly. Just gonna do that. Hey, Nicole. So is general consensus that everyone's feeling kind of good this morning? Oh, good. I'm glad your comments are back. Instagram is weird. Remember that period of 6 months where it wouldn't let me go live even after I would hit it and hit it? That hasn't happened in a while. Hey, Jen. All right. Well, shoot. Good. I'm glad everyone's feeling good. I'm glad I asked. Oh my goodness. So, those of you who are just joining me for the first time, if you've never been here for Coffee and Magic, I see all those questions coming through on TikTok. I don't take questions for readings. These are going to be collective readings. So we do something called sensory card pulls, and I ask you to choose one of three different things that you feel resonant with today, and then we base your reading off of that selection. So there'll be three different readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yeah, no pants today. And that's what we do here. And, we just chat and say hello. So that is what we're going to do this morning. Um, it's the 8th. Okay. I'm just trying to think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not forgetting anything. I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the in-person Merkaba channeling at House of Yoga, and that is full now. But if you want to join the wait list, you could do that. I'm super excited to connect with you guys in person. Thank you, Jen. Hi, April. I also have a new deck. Um, it's another Colette Baron Reed deck, and it's called the Enchanted Map. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do this morning is we'll do our sensory card pulls, and then we'll do a collective maybe from this deck, just at the end. Hello, Valley Girl. I forget your first name. I'm so sorry. Hey, Jen. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm exhausted. My dreams have been crazy too. Um, Again, we talk about dreams, right? We've been doing a lot of work in our dreams. And so if you've been having really wild ones, or just not even wild, but very realistic, and people kind of coming through and connecting with you and all of that, that's happening for a lot of people right now, because a lot of times in your subconscious, that's the best place to handle some business without all of your programming and all the things getting in the way. So just know that that is definitely on deck right now and happening for a lot of people. Good morning, Jennifer. And it's, par for the course. Let's think about what we're going to do this morning. I'm kind of feeling the weather too, Lisa. Hmm. I'm feeling storms, feeling different types of storms. So, what I'm going to do is give you three different types of storms to choose from, and then you decide which storm you're feeling most aligned with this morning, and we'll go from there. Okay. So, the first one is a squall, the second one is a hurricane, and the third one is a snowstorm. So, squall, hurricane, snowstorm. What are you feeling? Remember, squalls happen out at sea. Did you see the movie back in the day? So, squalls, hurricane, snowstorm. What are you feeling this morning? Hey, Amanda. We'll give you a minute. Give you a minute to think about that. I think what's funny is I haven't yet seen anybody choose two. And usually you guys are like, I'll take all of them. Y'all don't want all the storms, do you? One at a time. Okay, just kidding. As soon as I say it, you guys start doing that. All right. All right. Very well. Let me start shuffling. All right. So again, hi Squall. You're choosing from three different types of storms. You're choosing from a squall, a hurricane, or a snowstorm. Krista. Oh. Sometimes it's hard to choose the kind of storm you're in the mood for. I totally understand. Don't worry. It'll be chosen for you then. All right. Kind of in honor of that, we're gonna mix in the Earth Magic deck into this poll because it's Earth Magic. Is there thunder, snow in the snowstorm? Babe, it's whatever kind of snowstorm you want, you know? Any kind of snowstorm you want. I was purposely broad about that. So we're choosing from these three different storms: squall, snowstorm, hurricane. Which one are you feeling most resonant with? Drop it in the comments. I'm shuffling. We'll get you a thing this morning. Okay. Whew. This is my don't lock your knees mug. Well, it's not feeling them. If you're not feeling any of the storm choices, don't force yourself to choose one. Just listen when we start talking and see if anything resonates for you today. Sometimes there's not a message you need, but if there is, trust that you will receive it. No problem. All right. You ready? Again, we're choosing from squall, hurricane, or snowstorm. Squall, hurricane, or snowstorm. Oh my gosh, thank you. I actually woke up and I washed it. And so it feels very soft. It's not greasy or anything. It'll be like this for about a day or two. Oh, peppermint mocha sounds great. All right, what am I choosing though? Hold on. Actually, I usually don't do this, but I'm feeling all the storms this morning. I'm taking all of them. I can do that. It's my house, right? All right, here we go. First one's up. It's the squall. If you chose squall, this is going to be for you. We haven't done it from this deck in a while, but we're actually mixing it up. So you're going to get one card from the Earth Magic deck, and you're going to get two cards from the Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed. You ready? Mm. All right. Squall, people. You ready? So here's your story. You've got the waterfall card. Hmm. You've got the water fairy and the goblin. Goblin's back. You know, side note about Goblin, because this little fucker has been coming up a lot lately. And I've noticed for people when I use this deck more consistently that the Goblin card comes up when you're kind of on the precipice of your greatness, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, the Goblin is always there, but he seems to really have a lot to say when you're right there. Okay, so here's the story for those of you who chose Squall. If it resonates, take it, even if you didn't choose Squall, because that's kind of how we're rolling right now. So waterfall card. This is this is a well, so the card says effortless, but that's not really the energy I'm feeling from this card. So my my deepest apologies, Stephen Palmer. But the waterfall card today for you guys is actually talking about a very masculine kind of brute force energy. Okay. It's the word that's coming through is relentless. There have been things happening in your life that it feels like you're underneath the waterfall and it's just non-stop. Like not even enough to kind of move your head out and just get a breath. That's a thing that it's like you've somehow, without even knowing, positioned yourself right underneath that waterfall, and there's no clear way to get out of it. And also, you know that waterfalls don't ever end, right? So you're like, well, how is this going to work? Well, I don't know, but we're going to find out. So that's the energy of the waterfall. Now, the other energies we have going on at the same time, we have the water fairy and the goblin. And we'll talk about the water fairy first because, again, a lot of water energy. Here's the thing, and hang with me on this because today is not my day for words. I can already feel it, but I do have feelings. Um, the waterfall is the sum total manifestation and creation of what you have been thinking about for the longest amount of time in your life. The thing that the most dominant thoughts, okay? The most dominant feelings and emotions. Your waterfall is being fueled by those. The only way to get that waterfall to slow down enough so that you can catch a breath is to regain an understanding of what your actual feelings are. You are never going to feel in control and not wild out if you don't know what your real feelings are. We can easily lie to ourselves about our feelings because that's often the most safe and most uncomfortable way to approach things, right? Because if you express your feelings and you've had the experience of something negative as a consequence happening, you learn to stop doing that. And is it fair? No, but it is what it is, right? So here we are. Pay attention to what your actual feelings, your actual emotions are in this present moment because they are creating this onslaught that is relentless on you. Because at the end of the day, the energies want you to succeed. They want you to get to wherever it is you want. But if your energy is communicating with creation energy and saying, I don't deserve good things. I don't deserve healthy relationships. I don't deserve a better job. I don't deserve abundance. I don't deserve like all of these things that it's like subconsciously programmed in there. If that's the energy you're putting out, the energy is responding back to that. Okay. So we got to get that right. We got to get that right. And it is not easy because this guy over here is supporting all of our most unflattering feelings, right? All of the most toxic feelings. And it's not like the goblin, again, I'm not going to say the goblin is a neutral energy, but it's more like this is like the assistant this is the assistant that does not have skin in the game either way. It's just doing whatever the dominant energies want it to do, right? So if you've spent the past 20 years being kind of an asshole to yourself, the goblin has stepped in to do that for you when you forget. Okay? Reprogram your goblin. That's all. Let's not give the goblin more power than it has. It's kind of like a parrot, right? It's like, oh, these are your thoughts about yourself. I'll remember and remind you. How about you turn your thoughts around into kinder, gentler thoughts and allow him to take up the slack on that when you forget, right? So, generally speaking, we're repurposing energy that's not working for us and giving it a new job. Okay. So that's your squall. And, it's a lot of water for squall. So that resonated with me. I hope it resonated with you. Let's drink some coffee. Welcome. Mm. Okay. So next up, if you're just joining us, we're doing sensory card pulls. We just did squall. So you could choose between these two storms. We've got hurricane and snowstorm, and we're about to shuffle and hit this hurricane. So if you chose hurricane, this next one is your message. Yeah. Good morning. For those of you watching on TikTok, if you are experiencing any glitchy stuff there, you can always hop over to Instagram. I'm live simultaneously. And also, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Did any of you guys try to get on YouTube and it didn't work? Because usually there's at least a handful of people on there. And there's nobody this morning, which is so strange. All right. All right, friends. Next up is hurricane. So if you're just popping on and you want a card pull and that's what you're commenting, choose between hurricane or snowstorm. Feel into that for yourself. Drop it in the comments, and I'm pulling for hurricane right now. Okay. Hurricane people. Thank you. This is vintage, and I got it from Jackie. Are you still on here? What is Ashley's business name for all of her jewelry? I forget right now. Okay. So if you chose, the earrings are from her too. If you chose hurricane, are you ready? You've got dawn, the cow, and burden. Magic moonbeams. Okay. So my necklace and earrings are from Magic Moonbeam. You can find her on Instagram, Ashley, and she just has a whole bunch of vintage, really cool jewelry. Okay, so you ready? Hurricane people. Let me just say, first of all, hurricane people, what a shitstorm you've been through. So there's that. New beginnings are coming. It may feel like that hasn't happened yet, but in all of the most important ways, it has. So really feel into that for yourself, but the new beginning is here. All that's required is you've got to step into it, okay? This is the thing we forget almost 10 out of 10 times when it comes to working with energy. It's not enough to have intention. It's not enough to do a ceremony. It's not enough to pull a card. You have to follow up all of those things with an actual physical action and mindset shift. If you are not following up your magic with any of those things, you're going to be in a growth spiral with your magic, and nothing's ever going to happen because you will be continually using the same old energy over and over and over again, and you're going to get frustrated. Okay. So the shitstorm is clearing. You may not believe it, but it is. However, the new beginning is almost like it's built itself and it's there, but you don't trust it because maybe you don't trust anything, right? Because if you trust it and it then disappoints you, then your heart hurts and you don't want to do that anymore, right? You want to prevent the heartache, prevent the disappointment. And the best way to prevent disappointment is not to get fucking excited about anything, right? Not to think anything good is going to happen. Because when you have that mindset that nothing good ever happens, if something good manages to sneak in there, it's a fringe benefit. And you can be like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that. Also, then you don't take ownership of it, right? So if you have that mindset that, shit never works out for me, nothing good ever happens, and then something good happens, what does that teach you? It teaches you that when something good happens, you didn't make that happen. It's a coincidence or the universe messed up, right? And that is some bullshit. So that would be a reprogramming that needs to happen for you. For a lot of us, it's not an uncommon situation, right? So here it is. The door is open. It looks too good to be true. And that voice in the back of your head is like, no, it's probably not for me, you know? Or if something good is going to happen, I certainly don't need to have anything to do with it. I'll just wait and see. Don't wait and see. Please go walk into your new world. Because if you don't, you're not going to be there. And that's just the end and the beginning of it. If you don't take yourself and walk your legs into that new space, you won't be in that new space. No one is going to do that for you because you are a sovereign being and you have to do that for yourself. Okay. You got the cow and the burden. I've already talked about the burden. I think we're clear on what the burden is, right? The cow is also, we kind of talked about this too, but I'll reiterate it because this has been coming up a lot. Do you give a lot and have a hard time receiving? If so, your giving is not as selfless as you think. If you're constantly giving without being able to receive, that means that you're giving in order to feel worthy, that you're giving in order to fit in, that you're giving in order to feel like you belong somewhere. Okay? That you're an okay person, that you're a good person, that this is at least what you're here to do. That's not an energy of giving that we need to be super invested in anymore, right? So if you're giving, you need to receive. And if the people around you take and take and take and don't want to give back to you, maybe it's time to get some new people, right? So there's your hurricane message. No problem. Just all the things. All right. Oh, and one of you book a reading just now. That popped up. Allison. All right. Last but not least, snowstorm. And again, I don't know if you heard this from me, but I picked all three today. So this is what happens when you get to sit in on me telling myself about myself. So enjoy it. I'm glad I did my hair and makeup this morning at least. So I was dressed for the dressing down, you know? All right. Snowstorm. Let's do it. I can already tell this one's going to be annoying. If you'd like to book a reading in my if you go to my profile and you hit like the link thing that says, I don't know what it says, but there's a link there that'll take you to my link tree and it has all of the things. And if you go to the bottom, there should be something that says book a private session. I only had some Friday slots open, so I don't know. I don't remember how many are left, but you can go and check that. And then I open readings based on my energy and how I'm feeling. So I usually just announce those as they happen. So um, join the mailing list and follow me on Instagram and stuff. But I should have some openings on Friday. So if you'd like to book a reading. All right. Snowstorm, mountain, the mystery, and partnership. I'd like to I don't know if you can see this, but can you see this? Do you see this card? Do you do you see how, like, fucked up this card is? Um, that is because the mystery has been a card since I got this deck that comes out consistently, and I may have, like, attacked it because it's so annoying. Um, and I think I've had this deck for, like, 8 years. So, okay, let's get to it. Snowstorm, people. Let's talk about the mystery first. Clearly, that's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the mystery first. Um, the thing with this card is that it's kind of like that advice that I probably give you all the time, which is like, no one can do this for you. You have to trust the process. You like trust is kind of the most important thing here, and you don't know what's going to happen. But this is doubling down on the you don't know what's going to happen. I've been feeling that a lot. Like you have no idea. You have no idea what's in store for you. You couldn't possibly. Your poor sweet imagination couldn't even conjure up what's about to happen. And the thing that you need to know is like you really shouldn't, because if you try to figure out what's about to happen, you're likely going to get in your own way. So we're in the business right now of getting out of our own way so that the universe can do its work, and like without us micromanaging and being annoying. Like, are we there yet? Are you ready? Are you really going to use that kind of wood? Oh, what color are you painting that? Like, don't do that to the universe right now because it's very annoying, right? And it's distracting to the master crafts people who are working so hard to create for you something beyond your wildest dreams. Just, I mean, have little versions and relax, right? Like two things that I love people to tell me to do. Like, if you want to be friends, tell me to have patience and tell me to relax, because I'll do both of those things obviously immediately and I will love you. No, but that's what I'm telling you. And I'm telling myself as well. Like, I know we want to know all the things and we want to be in control of some aspect of anything at this point, but all you can control, all you, and I feel like control is the wrong word, but all you can kind of harness at this point is your own emotional reactions to what life is throwing at you right now. If that's where your focus needs to be. Um, you have the mountain card, which the word on here is strength. Um, that's not the word I'm feeling for you. It's not strength, it's immovability. Immovability, inevitability, like maybe a healthy dash of incredibly stubborn Capricorn energy. Okay. It's not strength. That's not it. It's like, it's almost like oh, what is it? No, it's inevitable. That's the word. You are a mountain. And as a mountain, you are inevitable. There is nothing that is going to push you off your path at this point. The only thing that can destroy this for you is you. Okay. And that is something you need to understand like today. You're the only one who can fuck your shit up. Don't give that power to anybody else. That's all you, baby. Okay. That means you have to take full responsibility. That means you have to take even more responsibility for the people you allow in your circle, for the energy you allow yourself to interface with. All of those things are part of you making decisions and choices, right? And allowing those energies in. So you're your own gatekeeper with that. It's all you. Partnership is coming through because this is a big one right now, especially for those of us who have trust issues with other humans, because let's be honest, sometimes they suck. But here's the thing: just because you've had experiences with people that have possibly left you feeling like, I don't really trust people, I'm more of an animal person, and I feel you on that, where we're moving into this energy we're stepping into is not more separation from other people. In fact, it's a deeper connection. It's meaningful connection, and it's understanding of self through the deep desire to understand another. We need to become curious about each other again. We need to be surprised in good ways about each other again. We need to start talking, start communicating and connecting in real, meaningful ways and allow ourselves to feel the magic that happens when you connect with another person. One of the biggest reasons we incarnate on planet Earth is to have experiences with other human beings because the interaction between humans is something that is unlike anything that we can experience on other realms because of the physicality of it. Okay? Touch, eye contact, the way voices resonate for us, the way somebody's energy feels when they walk into a room and you recognize them. All of those things are unique to the human experience and they're precious. And that's valuable. That is what we are looking for. That's what we've been missing. That's what we've been kind of filling our lives with junk, buying things and thinking we need to lose weight, look prettier, be better at this. But when it all comes down to it, what we're actually looking for to feel abundance and richness is human connection. We want to see and we want to be seen. So that's coming up for all of us. And that's going to be a huge theme for the next year and a half as well, as soon as we pop into that Venus retrograde. So just something to think about. It's all good things. It's no problem. Just remember, you're the only one who can fuck your shit up. You can quote me on that. All right, my friends. That's your coffee and magic for this morning. Thank you for joining me. Please follow me if you don't already and tell your friends. And we've got a lot coming up for 2022. And so I have a lot of theories and deja vu. Keep in touch. There's a new mailing list. I'm clearing out my books. So on my link tree, you will find a link that says get on the mailing list. Make sure you do if you want to be on there because I'm going to delete my other mailing list. I know that's like, am I a good marketer? I don't know, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you want to be on there, be on there. Oh, Janelle's reminding me that I said I was going to pull a card from here. So if you want to stick around for just a second, I will do that. I'll do that. Thank you for reminding me. All right. This is a collective poll for you guys. It's from the Enchanted Map. It's my new deck. And it was already being kind of violent with the first card I pulled from it. So I know that it definitely wants to be here with us today. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this again. This is just collective. Whenever I do a collective, it's like the question is like, what do you need to know right now? Right? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? And then we'll see. We'll see what it is. This is what it looks like. It's pretty. I wonder what's going on with my YouTube. It's too bad. All right. It's number 53. It says listening. Well, this is short. Let's see what it says. An open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment, for the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. Okay. So there you go, my friends. Off you go into your day. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you on Friday morning, right? See you on Friday morning. Um,